Zero Chapter 8 review titled The Clash, the Sci-fi family. This chapter was very good. It was short, but it was very good. It started with Shiki and Rebecca on their motorcycle running away from not running away, but running towards like the hideout, which is weird because we got no explanation how they found out. Here we did the bunny chick from last time, who was an alien. She basically told them what part of town they hang out in and what's their territory, and I guess from there Shiki just uses gravity magic and find out where all the mass of amount of people gather the most, and that's where they went. So while they're going over there, we got this one panel where Wise is hiding and he's already in the base, and we see Saber is screaming at the doll, Pino, saying, "Why did you run from me?" And etc. etc. She's like, "Well, I didn't necessarily run away, Master. I was stolen in a suitcase." And then he screamed at saying, "Oh, so it's my fault." He's like, "Maybe I should rip your other leg off." And she starts begging and crying, No, I'm sorry." And anyway, he picks her up and he's about to rip off the other leg. And on in the background, you see his friends laughing. You don't actually see their facial expression, but the way their body tone is, and like little kanjis in Japanese over their heads, you can tell. But before he gets to rip it off completely, a big stone hits him right in the face. I think it was the forehead, if I'm not mistaken. Not the face, but the forehead. And his Wise, and everyone is saying, "You came back, you traitor, you want to die, we're going to kill you." And he was like, "No, I just came to get this back." And he picked up Hina. And at the same time he said that, Rebecca crashes in her bike with Shiki. And we see two new moves from Shiki. We see one called Gravity Dance, and we see another one called Heavy Impact. Or Heavy Fist. I'm not Heavy. Is it Heavy Fist? I think it was Heavy Fist. But basically the Gravity Dance is like a black hole that dragged everyone towards him. And the impact hit is just him punching everybody rapidly in the face. And he knocked out a lot of those people that was there. Not all of them, but he knocked out a pretty good amount. And then after that, it's funny because Wise steals Rebecca's motorbike, and she gets like this dumbstruck face, like, "Oh, come on, Professor." But then she gets from dumbstruck to upset because Happy is still in the vehicle. He didn't get to get out like Rebecca and Shiki did. They jumped out the instant they crashed in. He did not. So he ran away with the bike, and now he has Happy and he has Puno. And Shiki turns around and turns back to the enemies. He's like, "Professor Wise, I'm going to get you." But when he turned his back, they got a free attack opportunity. So they dropped the anvil on him. It was a big enough anvil to fall on him and Rebecca. But he pushed Rebecca out the way and he got crashed by it. And Rebecca's like, "Come on, Shiki, use gravity, make it lighter. And get this off you," and tell him stuff like that. Then we get the introduction of the Foot Brothers. And I was expecting something good from them last chapter, but their introduction kind of just threw me off for a loop. It was like on some, like, if any of y'all remember the rest of the Hurricane, kind of like that. Kind of reminded me of him. They do an intro dance, and I was like, came to the point where even Rebecca herself ignored them and continued to turn around and talk to Shiki, who's stuck under the anvil. Then Saber, he told his brothers, where they dealing with him, he left on his mega bike, which I thought it was destroyed by Shiki, but I guess he had another one. And he's on his mega ship, and he's following them, or his Gundam, as per se. Then you see Happy giving like a rice to Pina and like inspiration, like to make her feel better. Like, "Why do you go back to him, stay with us?" Stuff like that. But Professor Wise tells him to shut up and she's mine, am I giving them up and stuff like that. And you just have, Professor Wise just basically on a goose chase now, trying to run away with these two robots. The future robot that he made, which is Happy, the Path Robot, which is Pino. Which I wouldn't be surprised if Pino is the reason why he changes and becomes a nice doctor, and why he was able to build Happy. Maybe Pino was the prototype, or the one that gave him the knowledge to do so. Who knows? We know Wise is smart. He made those sunglasses that can, like, the goggles that can see through people and clothes. He had that powerful blaster gun, so and we see in his workshop when Rebecca and Shiki went into it, so we know he's smart, but we're not really sure how smart he is and how powerful he is. So it's nice to see that he's about to have a fight with Saber, leader of a clan that he used to be in, or gang, I should say. And then we get back to the last panel, which is very sad. We get Shiki. He wakes up from being unconscious from the fall of the anvil slamming him through the ground. And he even states that he fell a pretty good distance. And when you look up, I'm surprised that not just the weight of the anvil that fell on him didn't kill him or break anything on his body, like his skull mainly, which is what it fell on, his head. But the fact that he survived that fall as well shows that Shiki's pretty durable. Even without him using his gravity ether, he's really, he's physically very built, very good. I mean, I understand that this was like Fairy Tail, which was the predecessor, because they had magic in them, so they was able to do more physical damage and take in more physical things. But I'm not sure if ether gear works the same as the ether magic over there, but it probably does. But yeah, the fact that he survived that fall is pretty OP and shows some pretty good durability feats. But like I said, this is a sad part of the chapter, because he turns around and he sees the dead robot of Michael, his friend. His friend slash brother, I guess you can say, the robot that he was raised with. And as you can tell in the thumbnail, he sees it, he starts crying. That's when the chapter ends. Now, I'm expecting a really good fight next chapter. With probably, I don't think Shiki's gonna fight the brothers. I think it's gonna be Rebecca. I'm hoping it's Rebecca. I'm hoping we see more of her powers, if she has any. I mean, it's cool that we saw her fight with Happy and stuff, and how she fights like Ellie from Rave Master, even though she looked like Lucy from Fairy Tail, which were both prequels to Eden Zero. So I would like to see her fight and see how she fights without Happy. So hopefully Shiki doesn't get himself involved until after she's done beating these two brothers, then let him come in and knock out the rest of the scrubs that are there. But that's one thing I'm hoping for. Another thing I'm hoping for is Wise. Hopefully we get more character development and in depth with them, and also hopefully we get to see his fight against Saber. Because when Saber fought Shiki one-shotted him easily. So hopefully we don't get no more one-shots like this, unless they make sense. But right now, we haven't really had a really good fight. So we have cool-looking characters, but we haven't had a really good fight yet. So those are the two things I'm expecting next week. It's Saber versus Wise, and Rebecca versus the Foot Brothers. So, but yeah, tell me your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next one. Peace.